This is by far the coolest treehouse that I've seen. It's really, I think, pretty incredible. So let's check it out. As you can see, it goes from sea level to the ceiling. That's the highest point you can build. I think level 127 or something, so clouds just pass right through it, which I use for some effect. So this tree, we can take the bridge, but I'll check it out from the ground too. This thing is about 70 by 70 by I think 70 actually. It's about a square, so it's about 70 meters wide from edge to edge in both directions, and then it's about 70 meters from its base to the top. So it's a huge freaking tree. And I grew this whole thing. It took a very, very long time. I farmed saplings for a ridiculous amount of time. But basically, I let the game cook overnight. So I built up the trunk, then I built a kind of platform around the bottom and started planting trees there. And I basically plant, let it sit overnight, plant, let it sit overnight. So this thing's been cooking for, I think, a month or two or three. I play a little bit every night. So the sort of big feature, as you can see here, is this room in the center at the top. This thing is, like I said, about 70 meters tall, about 50 of which are in the tree canopy. So there's huge, huge amounts of tree underneath here that we'll see in a second. But this is my cloud pool. The sun also rises through here, which is a pretty neat effect. There's no clouds in my cloud pool right now, but we'll come back up and there'll be some clouds in a little bit. So I've got a little ladder for quick access down, but ladders aren't very elegant, and I am an architect after all. So I built a little stair through the trees. Oh, here's a cloud. One little room, small little library with cloud ceiling. I like recessed lighting, so you can see got some floating bookcases with recessed lighting and a little fireplace. Obviously, I'm not using real fire in this building because it's all wood. It'll burn. So here's a cloud. Here's a cloud in my cloud pool. It can be a pretty neat effect, especially in the morning when the sun is rising. So I'll try and show you that. But this tree is huge. It's ridiculously big. I haven't really built much in it. You can get lost in here. It just goes on forever. So this is kind of my main level, and this is how I get to my spawn area. I got a little portal in here, but I do have a little elevator. I was trying to think of a way to create an elevator, and it's nice. It's all in the trunk of the tree, so it's only 6 by 2. Originally, when I thought about doing this, I put a door here and had a switch activate the door, but I realized that water doesn't work correctly with doors, so I just did this. And I looked online, and it turns out lots of people have had this idea of doing a little water elevator like this. So this is sort of, like I said, the main crafting area. I'll show you one of the highlights in a little bit. But so we're in the trunk of the tree right now. And this is the little sort of hidden door at ground level that gets in and out. This was what I built to turn on the water elevator, but the doors aren't working. But hopefully when they work, I'll put the door back, and then this will work by switch, which will be nice. Yeah, lots of mobs out tonight, it looks like. So I've got a little pool. This was all here, actually. I did plant the bamboo, but this is all here. So some cool parts about the treehouse. Let's go down. This is a wire level. This connects a wire to something that's really, really cool that I'll show you in a second. I built a little boathouse. got the little water in the well, so I know which level is the boat level. So, where did my boats go? Oh, I probably took them out. So I'm very proud of my boathouse. I've got room to have 3 boats moored, and I had a little fun making some locks so the boats can get in and out. So actually, let's take one out for a little spin and see the tree at night. So I've got some little cotton bales here to open it up. So these doors keep boats in and out. It's not really designed for keeping monsters in and out. And I put the switch out in the water, so when I'm out boating, I can close it up. And when I arrive, I can open it. So here we can see the tree from the bottom. It's pretty freaking huge, 70 by 70 by 70. My plinth and floating island in the background. So yeah, this is definitely the coolest, best part of my world, and I spent a lot of time on it. I'll do a little behind the scenes video showing how some of the wiring works. But like I said before, I basically just built this one tree at a time, and I would let it sit overnight. I'd do a whole layer of planting, let it sit overnight, and then in the morning I'd cut down all of the trunks and and then plant more trees on top of the branches on top of the leaves of the first trees. So it really grew from the bottom up and took a very long. But we can go back in. And there we go. So yeah, that's my boathouse. Close the gate. And I'll do the behind the scenes and show you how this all works. One little fun thing, I wanted this to feel really heavy and a little wet and dank. So I used all cove lighting. You'll notice you can't see any torches anywhere. So all of the light is generated indirectly in little light coves. So let's go down one more layer. And as you can see from this, in the little ladder well, this is my farming level. I don't really, need much food. I do play, like I said, on normal all the time, so I get beat up enough. But you harvest every so often, and it'll keep you for a really long time. Especially since I spend so much time building inside. So now we're jumping down to my level 12 mine. Excuse me. So I'm 12 levels above the bottom of the game world, and like a lot of people have pointed out, this is a pretty ideal layer for big mines, just for finding diamonds and iron and good stuff. I did plant a little tree down here, so I know that this is the stop to get off for my tree. So I'll wander around the tree for a little bit, then I'll probably fast forward because the last and probably most amazing part of this, well, the tree's pretty amazing, but there's one other cool thing, but you have to see it at night. So we're passing the boathouse, we passed the food level, some wiring level. This is the main entrance. Well, it's not the main entrance, it's the kind of secret ground level entrance. And just take the water elevator up. It's kind of fun. And let's put a record while we're at it. I like the green. Okay, so like I said, this tree goes on forever. It's pretty easy to get lost in here. We're kind of towards the bottom now, so you can see down, but actually, yeah, let's go back to the top and wander around a little. It's huge. I could put easily 20 rooms in here, and no one would see them from the ground. It's just so massive. Let's see. Actually, I'll take the ladder up. So this goes to the absolute max buildable height. So this is my observation platform. Whoops. So this is the world from the top of the big tree. Um, it's massive. It's a huge tree, and this room is not in the center. It's kind of to one side. We're probably around the center right now, but let's get in here and wander around a bit. It's dense and goes on forever, just level upon level upon level. And I try not to cut much of it, so there really aren't too many paths. Most of them are natural. A few are cut, but by and large, it's just the space between trees. And again, I grew this all with saplings, so I just put down a piece of dirt and plant a sapling on top, and rinse and repeat. And I do try to cut down the trunk so it doesn't look like it's a bunch of individual trees. It really does kind of look like one big tree. Um, actually, yeah, let's see it from ground level a bit. So I've got a million torches out here because it's dark under the tree. So monsters come out during the day if I don't light it all up. And I don't really like the idea of a tree surrounded by monsters, so so it's all lit up. But it's pretty massive. And there's my plinth and floating island. So this is the center of my little Minecraft world. I might do a fortress up on this plinth, but that'd be at a later date. Some cool little natural caves over here. But yeah, this is a great tree. And it doesn't seem like monsters spawn inside of it, so I guess they don't spawn on leaves. I do have them spawn on the trunk, where there are different levels on the trunk. So I do, put a few lights around, but they still show up, so I have to be a little careful when I come out here. Especially when I've been hanging around for a while and there's enough time for them to spawn. But alright, I'll get back and fast forward tonight and show you the highlight. The tree is the highlight, but there's another highlight. So get to our observation platform. Any clouds in the cloud pool? No, it's empty. All right. Sun's almost set. I'll fast forward a little bit. All right, so it's nighttime now for the best part. So I've got my plinth in the background. I'm on the top of my tree on my little observation point at the maximum possible height. And here we go. Check this switch out. Now watch this break between the trees here. I can't believe that works. That took me for freaking ever to build. I'll show you the behind the scenes in a little bit, but thanks for coming out. I hope you liked my giant tree and my gratuitous self-promotion sign. So this is CorbuMC, and I'll see you.